Hello and welcome to Scoping Out Tools, and today I'm going to be looking at the turning chisels that I just bought off Facebook Marketplace. Let's have a look at them. Okay, so let's have a little look at what we got. So this is the the 1-inch skew, 25 mils. It's Marples. I'm not sure if this is actually high-speed steel. I'll have a little look at the other ones to actually see it, but to be honest, because I'm starting out, I'm less worried about it. There isn't a sharp edge on it. I need to put a nice sharp edge on it, but I don't have a small skew or a large skew, and I felt I needed something of size. The handle is very light, the blade is much heavier. This is, well, it's one of the gouges. So I have 3 gouges in this one. I've got a 1/2 inch roughing gouge, 1 bowl gouge, and 1 spindle gouge, detail and spindle gouge. I'm going to assume this might be the roughing gouge, maybe. Well, let's have a little look at the others to actually see. Right, so this is a parting tool, I know that one. It's obviously got a curve to it, so it's been hollow ground, so that's using the wheel. Let's see, next one. So it has actually put a little cap on them just to avoid damage. This is a round nose scraper, so 1/2 inch round nose scraper. It's got a bevel on it. It looks alright. 1/2 inch, yeah, 13 mils. Alright, so they've got one side, they've got metric, one side they've got the imperial. Right, right, I think this must be the roughing gouge. So if that's a roughing gouge, this must be the bowl gouge. But I'm not sure. I thought there was meant to be more of a circle in the bowl gouge. Let's have a little look at what else we have. Right, so I believe this must be the detail spindle gouge. Okay, so I don't have one that has a little bit more of the detail, and I will be looking at how to sharpen these up. So this again that must be a standard scraper. I can feel actually the burr on that one, but the burr is on this side, not that side. So yep, and last one, yep, and this is the 1/2 inch skew. Okay, so yeah, I can see little bits of damage on the top that doesn't feel as much of the round bit. So once I get these sharpened up, they should hopefully be okay, but they're obviously not sharp straight out of the box. So of the 3 gouges, I think this one must be what is getting classed as the bowl gouge. It does have a much higher angle to it. So that's the Marples. I then got on top of that, so that was £55 for the 8 sets, so it works out roughly about what's that? That's about £8 each. So let's have a little look at the other set of gouges that I actually bought. Let's have a little look. So these are the Record Power, and this must be, it's got 2/8 for the spindle, but I'm assuming it must be 3/8, otherwise it would just be a 1/4 inch. Now interestingly, this feels maybe, well, I'll check with the heavier one, but it feels like there's more weight to the handle for Record Power. It still feels quite light, but it feels more weight on it. These are actually unmarked, the actual blades themselves. Now this has got much more weight, and this is the 1/2 inch bowl gouge. This feels more like the bowl gouge. I'm going to compare this bowl gouge to the other bowl gouge in a minute. And last one, another parting tool. So record power HS steel. This one doesn't have the HS steel on it. I'm assuming that it is, possibly, but this feels much more substantial. I can actually feel the tang inside being weighted there. Similar with this one. This is actually a good weight size of it. Still slight hollow ground on it, but again, this is about, I think I've got about, that's now 3 parting tools, so I might try and do different things with each of them. And that was £40 for the 3 of them. It's from the same seller. Actually, just looking at this, if the record power was on it, it's actually removed. Let me just check. Maybe these are actually, that's rehandled. Maybe this isn't a record power one. Slightly different colouring, but anyway, it seems actually a good quality. Yeah, so I'll definitely give that a try. So let me just take this one and this one away, and I am gonna then compare this one against the other ball gouge. So these are the 2 that I'm thinking as the ball gouge, and actually looking at the profiles now, looking dead on, they are looking pretty similar. So maybe it is both are ball gouge. It's difficult for me to tell as I'm starting out. Now the difference in weight, but that's probably because this is a full bar of it. But it's meant to be that the ball gouge is meant to have more of a V shape to it, whereas the spindle gouge is meant to be more open. It's hard for me to tell between the V and the V and the U. So what I'm going to do is I am going to try and sharpen these up. I am going to be using a belt sander for it. So I'm going to try and get I'll try and keep the same bevel that it has on it. There is a chip on this one at the tip. This one's a lot better finished. I can actually see on here where they've had marks on them before. This one is actually a lot steeper as well. So what I'll do is I will give both a little sharpen and just see where we get to on them. And once I've got that sharpened, let's see about tacking a bit of wood. I don't actually have any bowl blanks, so I probably won't be testing these ones, but I will be testing the other detail and chisels. Now the same seller, I actually also bought these Callipers. It was £20 for 6 of them. Obviously this is ideal for turning, because obviously by having it arced out, there's less chance of catching the sides with the spinning bit of wood, so I can actually just measure its size and then put it down directly. These ones are more useful for working it out where it is coming straight, so measurement of different directions. So I haven't really used these amount yet, and this is obviously for an internal diameter, so like this will be used for the bolt. I haven't quite worked out what I'm using this one for. I might need to look this one up, but again, it does have M. Brindley 1953 on the marks. This one, JFB, is obviously the person who it belonged to, Moore and Wright, Sheffield. I've heard of Moore and Wright before. That's Hawksley stainless, and I've got a 1966 angle. Don't know what that necessarily means. If you do actually know what anything means on it, feel free to say. That's an armour right. 1940 it's mentioned. AM, and then again they've marked an arrow. I don't necessarily know what the arrow is defining. So I've got two Moors. Oh yeah, and then this one is Draper, and this one is Draper. So a sort of more modern version. But these ones, there's quite a lot of weight to this. So that was £20. Record Power was £40. Marples were £55. So all in total, it was 115 plus about. It was about £5 packaging each one, so 115, 130. So I don't spend any money on the chucks, but I do spend money on the different tools. Nice seller, Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, so let's see about actually using these. So I think it'll probably be another video that I do the sharpening of these chisels as a bit of a restoration, and then actually getting them used up. I think I'm going to do the touch up for it as another video. So this is actually just a haul, so 130 quid on a whole new set of tools. I've now feel like I've got a good range of chisels. I've now probably spent about the same amount on chisels as I have actually the lathe that I bought, which, as people say, it's an expensive hobby, but I think that should be enough chisels for now for me to do a variety of different things. Bye for now.